Starbreaker of the game will be Canyon, picking up his 6th POG.
Curious vote down there. But you know what?
I suppose he did get that pick onto Zeus that one time.
So this means that Kalen, you got to show the value of picking up this Leona because yes, it's good bold. I'd lean towards no. I lean towards that is generally not what I'd recommend doing. But giving in the counter pick might provide you with an opportunity to actually get.
As Orianna, the last remaining bastion of Control Mage, to be picked up. Vex is going to be locked in here for Faker, and let's see whether it's Ona or Zeus that's playing the Lee Sin.
Instead, not going to take that risk and instead provide Birdle with a pick that has a lot more lane dominance later on.
Can I pause? I need a cast to pause. Play comes down, that one I saw. There's Kellen with his Aftershock.
From his teammate there, and we might get a skirmish here.
Yep, Ona thinks about the Q, but instead, he's just guarded Shellfish, as you can see.
Can happen.
Yeah, and there's another boatload of damage as he dives on in. Canyon's here, though. As the Hammer Boot came down, Canyon looks for the Wind Becomes Lightning, but Zeus just going to dash his way out. We cancel that one. As Shockwave lands onto Faker in the mid lane. Showmaker just trying to soften up the Vex a little bit.
6 minutes. It's way earlier than last time around.
Oh my goodness, 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Yeah. Although
we didn't get any Corki today, so that's definitely boding well. Comes back up. This Carrier's going to flash over, looking for Showmaker. Not going to quite find it, but there's the Q. There's the kickback. The Shockwave does nothing, and first blood goes to Faker.
Really, really big, especially because there was a rotation coming through from Damokia. And
that one out completely as we check out the replay. It's just beautifully orchestrated here as Carrier not quite able to find the hook as Showmaker had flashed, but the kick flash just so well done by Ona.
I mean, we're looking at Ona's POV, and he plays this clean, but that was a Carrier highlight right there. That was beautiful on extending the range of that game.
As the Rift Herald, park itself here in the mid lane. Super Mega Death Rocket to come on down as Canyon's doing his very best to stop this charge from happening, but it's still going to come through. As Carrier looks for the hook, Super Mega Death Rocket to do a fair bit of damage to the Thresh. That'll lock that one down immediately. It's answered. First Turret Blood, like you say, provides the answer as Shadow Surge comes down and as Faker is going to come on in onto Showmaker. Goodbye, as it's Carrier that locks down the kill. Another hook to come through as well as Birdle has to flash to get out of the way, but Faker's got the reset, of course he does. And then flashes to get out of the way of the Solar Flare. T1.
I'm in position as take another look at this, right? Like, look, Carrier is already at the ready, and he's aided by the fact that the top wave is so far shoved in. With how low this turret is, I think Birdle should have just let it go. The turret is full health. This is fine. You might survive. But instead, Faker with the ample amount of damage that the Vex is available.
2초 공포 있죠, 공포 있죠. 간다. 잡았고. 궁 맞았어, 얘. 잡았어.
Very comfortably. And T1 trading up everywhere. Every single decision that they make is just better as that sidestep from Birdle was with the inner turret going down. Oh, Doctorm also in trouble. The flash has to be used as the hook is going to go wide. Solar Flare going to get cleansed immediately, but it was just the slow. Doctorm trying to keep this one up as that is another charge for Shirley, and they take down an inhibitor turret at 17 minutes.
Sizable mistakes from T1 if they are in this game, and that's
not going to be one of them. Exactly. Kellen will just go down. Faker grabs another kill. Killing spree right now, 3-0-1 for him as he lands another ulti. Showmaker flashes. There's the Shockwave, but is going to be the stopwatch there available. Another hook connects from Carrier. Flayed back as Canyon uses this as a taxi to try and get in, but has to flash away. They just don't have the damage to take down T1, and there is the ult to come through. Showmaker does have a command protect as Ona tries to find the Q. Might have gone a little bit too far forward. Oh my god, Carrier, can he miss? It's just absurd. Birdle doesn't have another Shock Blast and will not be able to follow up as Faker was punished.
But as you're saying, it's T1 that in the end find the win. Callan and Canyon together trying desperately to get something done, but the trap is ready, and this is perfect from T1. This is exactly what you need to do, because in straight-up team fights, as we're going to see here, there is still a modicum of risk. You need to be respectful of the front to back that is available here. It's Birdle that picks up the kill with a nice flank coming through, but here, Monkia gets a little bit overexcited trying to throw damage into a Gwen, but Gwen's immune, and she's going to sustain back up with the needles. And then I think this is where you say as T1, let it go. We don't need Showmaker. That's not what they do. And, instead, an exhaust has to be used. Impeccable play, but this is T1 walking the line.
The Canyon's in the area, likely to be another flip situation. They clear out vision. Canyon, can he actually get in there? He's inside the pit, but he's kicked out of it immediately, and it is going to be the Gwen that locks down the Baron, grabs a double kill while she's at it, as Zeus is going completely ballistic in this fight. Doctom gets excited, but I have no idea why, because he's running for the hills and he has no friends alive.
A couple of auto attacks from multiple members in a desperate attempt to secure the Baron. And T1, they're playing it risky, but in the end, if it all works out, who cares?
Yeah, another hook is going to connect, and Faker is going to help lock down this ace. It's Gumayusi that grabs the kill.
Complete blowout here by T1 in control from minute number 1. And I just want to reiterate, with Ona dying, this could have gone to Damwon Kia. I don't even think that it would have helped them that much. But it might have prevented an imminent game loss, which I am fairly certain is what we are looking at right now.
Yeah.
Because at the very least, they would have prevented. And as well as Faker has played, honestly, this just, again, we go back to Champ Select and we think back to Leona being locked in. You were skeptical, I have been.
He's the one thing
insane.
getting between Faker and his POG. That's what's happening right now. Is Gumayusi dashing forward. Oh man, these Chakram's really doing a bunch. Damwon Kia looks like they have absolutely no idea what to do in this situation, and honestly, I can't blame them as Faker does. He's gonna dive on top as Bertle's in so much trouble. Faker manages to go golden right in the nick of time. Super Mega Death Rocket just a little too early, and it's Kellen that pays the price.
So sizable that you can see that a play like this, which very, very high risk from Faker, I personally say, but it doesn't matter, right? They're so far ahead, and all they really want to do is just start the fight. If Faker goes down here and Doctom gets that final order, we might be looking at a completely different game. Just a split second, I want to say 1-2 tenths too early there. Might have gotten the kill otherwise.
천천히 봐, 괜찮아. 괜찮아. 막을게.
That's okay, I got you.
And get the control. So just don't overextend and everything will be fine. Or just kill Doctom, I guess, as Gumayusi's going to do exactly that.
And that should be the end of the game, Atlas. Don't think you can defend this without a jinx.
T1, 5 versus 4, sorry, are going to be able to do at least a bit of damage here. They are still respecting so much the fact that Showmaker still has that ultimate available. Shockblast going to go wide yet again. Gumayusi's ran out of minions. There's the Solar Flare. Shockwave going to connect as well as Faker soaks every single button that Damwon had and does end up falling down.
In the general vicinity of being moderately at risk. Because if you can do this, then the state of the game...
Speaking of at risk, I apologize for the way I commentated that because it's just Gumayusi standing underneath the turret, insta-killing his enemy. That was right on the edge of the stun as well, as the chain CC was really nice there from Damwon. But a slight Barrier and Faker off to the side. Shadow Surge available here for the Vex. She can always make her way in as Canyon dives into the pit but is unable to lock down the Baron. Still, he's able to get out with his life. So they are able to fight yet another day. Canyon at 50% health. It's going to be difficult for them to do anything right now. Bertle, Solar Flare is going to connect. Ona tries to get out. Kellen dives way too far forward. The carrier also taking a lot of damage. Doctom wants that last auto. Does manage to get it. Gets excited and then gets destroyed. The Shockwave comes in as well on top of Canyon, but it is too little. It is too late. And we are going to Game 3. T1 will answer Damwon Kia's Game 1 with aplomb.
I gotta say, blue side looking pretty good right now. As this time around...
This is a very different looking blue side to what I saw in Game 1, I'll tell you that much.
No. I'm not trying to be negative towards T1 here, but I do think that we see...
with this composition.
On the flip side, I feel like we've been talking about this game being over for a while now, as it is indeed... that's very clean.
That's about as flippy as you can flip. Not that
honestly,
it really matters in the end either way for T1, really. Getting Damwon Kia out of their base is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, and even if you do lose it, as you point out, like you just win the fight and then should basically be able to end off of this. Look at this. Imagine if this did damage.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, because Showmaker has been put behind right from the get-go.
Oh, there's a big old stun onto Kellen. He's in trouble. Solar Flare goes wide as they do manage to land the shockwave onto Gumayushi. Kellen almost uses it as a taxi, but Guma just says, no, he's going to take the triple kill. He's going to look for the Quadra as well as Bertle. He's still alive also. Oh dear, this is not the place that you want to be, as he will be feared, and that is 100% terror for Damwon Kia's top laner. As Canyon's like, you're not getting a Penta, but you can have my Nexus, and T1 will bring us to game 3.
And while Damwon Kia might go toe-to-toe with any team in the world if they're on even footing, if T1 gets a decisive lead, they will not rest until you are in the grave.
Really did feel like the first mistake that was made from Damwon. But outside of that, I mean, Faker getting back-to-back catches in that mid lane, their rotations around, the fact that this gold lead is just like boop, boop, boop,
Yep.
boop.
들어간다. 이번에 그냥 걸어도 될 것 같아.
레나 왼쪽, 레나 왼쪽.
왼쪽 봐볼래?
봐줄래? 여기 봐줄래? 여기 봐줄래? 제이스 아래, 제이스
정면
아래.
좋아 보이고.
나 제이스 마크 할게.
머리 볼게.
야 펜타킬인데? 진짜로.
그래?
어.
야 뒤에 제이스인데?
아니 일단
얘부터 잡아야 된다.
야, 아래 제이스 볼래? 제이스 공짜.
나 일로 와봐 일로 와봐.
제이스 공짜.
일로 와봐 일로 와봐.
뭐야?
제이스 공짜.
일로 와봐.
야, 야,
가자 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 가자.
들어가. 아, 없어졌는데?
들어가
들어가.
에이.